So, hello, Aquarius, and welcome back to Divine Rebel. My name is Racey, and I'm going to be giving the message for you today. It is a general message for Aquarius and those with strong Aquarius placements in your chart. If you know what house Aquarius rules and what is in there, this might be able to give you some insight into a specific area of your chart. All right? So, for those of you not familiar with me in the channel and you're new, I have no filter, and I do not sugarcoat my messages. So if that is not your thing, or you have children around, or you just don't appreciate that kind of a message, I'm always very respectful of that, and I give you the opportunity to sign off now. Otherwise, Aquarius, we are going to get into your reading for August. Now, I used my Naked Heart Tarot as a light or consciousness insight. And then I use the Night Sun Tarot as a shadow or subconscious insight, right, to the self. I've also pulled 2 guidance cards from my Kuan Yin Oracle for you. So, Aqua. This message, as I get into the tops and bottoms of the cards, this message, even though it is a general message, right, for Aquarian energy, and it could be very metaphorical. Okay, it can be very metaphorical. So don't take it literally if it doesn't resonate as literal. This could be very specific for some people in the literal sense, but it could very much be touching on aspects of a lot of people in a metaphorical sense. So please just take it how it resonates for you. Don't get all bent out of shape. All right, because I get the message the way I get the message, and I just give the message the way I get it. All right. So the top and bottom of the deck. We got the 3 of Swords on top with the Ace of Swords on the bottom. The truth is, Aqua, that a part of you is very, very unhappy and even heartbroken or under a lot of emotional ache, feeling a lot of heartache. And I think the reality that you're in, or part of the reality that is hard for you to accept, right? That you try and stay optimistic that it'll get better. It doesn't. Now, for some, because I peeked at the cards surrounding the top and bottom of the deck, for some of you, this will be a death. This will be a heartbreaking loss. But it's serving a higher purpose. It's serving a higher truth, because it would have gotten in the way of you actually being happy. So whatever the loss is, or the death, literal or metaphorical, right? There is a higher reason for it. Okay, there is a higher reason for it. With the top and bottom of the Night Sun Tarot, we have the 9 of Cups on the bottom with the 3 of Wands on top. Now there's going to be some synchronicities there and mirroring with this 3 of Wands with a triangle and the eye closed in the middle. Now if you look at the 9 of Cups, there's actually 8 cups surrounding a center cup that is being looked at from an aerial view, and it looks like a fetus, right? An unborn child with wings, an angel. Some of you, this will be the divine intervening on your behalf in order to bring balance to a situation, bring joy back to a situation, some kind of forward movement that's positive that you can't see. But I do feel like there's a very strong possibility of losing a youth, or even hearing about like a lost pregnancy. All right, and I don't think it's you, Aqua, and I don't think it's you, Cross Watcher. I think this is something that you're witnessing close to you. Okay, this is something that you're witnessing close to you or your person if you're watching for someone else. I do feel like there's an unexpected loss or potentially a death of a youth. This is continued in the main message. Okay, this is continued in the main message. We have the Four of Swords clarified by the movement of Wands, with the Five of Cups clarified by the movement of Cups and the Magician, and the Six of Swords clarified by the Innocent of Pentacles. With the Four of Swords and the movement of Wands, the Four of Swords is actually a fox also in the fetal position and in shadow. And the movement of Wands, I got that as transitioning, like going through a portal into the spiritual realm, spiritual energy, because the movement of Wands is the element of fire. I just feel like there's someone who's definitely passing away and crossing over into the next realm, time, space, reality, dimension, you know, like they're crossing over. You might even genuinely be picking up on messages in your outer experience, Aqua, from them after they pass away. Or there might be a flood of emotion, okay, a flood of sad emotion for what's manifested. And it's eye-opening, right? If you look at the Magician, you know, the three bones with the eye open in the middle. I think that whatever this death or transformation is, it's really opening your eyes and maybe the eyes of people around you to maybe how precious life is. To maybe just how precious life is. You know, that you never know when someone's time is up, and, you know, you think you have some, you know, a whole life to watch. And sometimes the life you're watching be lived was only ever meant to be a few months old or years old, you know, it's hard. It's really hard. But I think it's opening up the importance of what really matters, that time in life is short. Our experience here together in this consciousness is short. We only get to live this lifetime once. And I think a whole bunch of stuff comes up for you. This might have a lot to do with, because there's a lot of Gemini energy and Virgo energy, Mercurial energy on the cards, with all this water, right? All this water. I feel like it has a lot to do with this devil in the detail aspect of Admetos in Gemini. With the North Node in there, and, you know, Venus is still in there, and trans-Pluto and Estrella that are in Virgo. You know, this watery Mercury energy. And it's aspecting in between these two signs, you know, with these placements. And I'm feeling as if it's a reversal of repeating ancestral karma. You know, this is a blessing in disguise. I think it's helping you see, right? The pain or the loss is helping you truly see what's important, that your eyes were closed to before. You know, this window of opportunity to create something that you weren't creating before. And so the Six of Swords with the Innocent of Pentacles, I think you're mentally moving forward and being grateful for what you have. If this is the death of a youth, the Innocence of Pentacles is sometimes known as a princess or a daughter in other tarot decks. And your guidance card, and we get to it later, is Daughter of the Phoenix. I do think that whatever soul is lost is coming back into your experience in a new way. All right. I think you're more than happy to welcome in a solid opportunity to move forward from here. With this new mentality. This new, almost sacred mentality, this gratitude for life in a completely different way. All right. As we get into the shadow or subconscious cards from the Night Sun Tarot. We have the Tower in reverse, clarified by the Hierophant. So, Aqua, don't get it twisted. There's a bullet being dodged here. There's definitely a bullet being dodged. And it's the higher order of things. There's a reason, a higher lesson, a higher purpose, a higher commitment to the self or the soul or another, to live out this experience a very specific way. I think whoever is leaving is definitely coming back. Through another vessel at a later time. And I was getting pinged to 626 just because of the guidance card number. So it might be June of 2026 or June 26th of any given year. So, that might be significant for you as far as like conception or birth. Like I said, it could be literal, it could be completely metaphorical. If this is completely metaphorical for you, Aquarius, then I do feel like the truth that you're heartbroken over a situation is for the better, and it's allowing you to move on, and you're gonna see why, and it might break your heart to see why it was the right thing to move on and retreat into your own energy. Work on yourself, work on your own inner light, because that's what's going to actually reap you the long-standing rewards that you deserve to receive. So I hope that gives you some understanding of where your energies are. Now I'm going to read a little bit to you from the books, from the Kuan Yin Oracle book about Daughter of the Phoenix and Shining Lotus. So it says, Daughter of the Phoenix. When the soul is ready to spread its wings, it goes through a deep cleansing, a purification, and preparation for new levels of spiritual wisdom, experience, power, and light. Just like the phoenix that is baptized through celestial fire to be born anew, you are going through such a phase of heavenly purification, preparation, and initiation. This is an advanced phase of soul growth, and soon after you will enjoy greater spiritual peace, divine power, and advancement on your divine life path. Kuan Yin, Daughter of the Phoenix, has been through fire, both physical and heavenly, and has ascended into a position of great spiritual peace, power, and authority. And she guides you now to claim your rebirth and ascend. It says, in the same way that if we were moving house, we would need to sort through our possessions, and sometimes it is an opportunity to let go of that which we do not wish to take with us into our new life. As we prepare to move into a higher level of consciousness, there are old habits, stuck emotions, and stagnant energy that do not belong in our new life cycle. The path of purification and initiation by celestial fire is preparation for spiritual enlightenment, greater happiness, well-being, prosperity, success, spiritual responsibility, and leadership. It can be a challenging time, as that which would stand in the way of a new level of spiritual potency must be eliminated, and often these things are deep fears, doubts, or questions about our own worth or ability. It can feel confronting to meet these parts of ourselves consciously, yet we cannot let go if we don't even realize what we are still holding on to within us. So this is helping you release any old baggage or pain that is not resonating with your higher levels of light and preparing you for the life that you want to live. Okay? Shining Lotus says, there are times when it makes sense to be discreet until you find your inner strength, so that you feel empowered enough to share your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs without wavering, even in the face of challenge by another. At other times, we benefit ourselves and others by taking a risk and allowing the inner lotus blossom of our true self to shine forth for all to behold. Have you been hiding in a spiritual closet, beloved? Sometimes it makes sense to avoid sharing your thoughts and feelings about our spiritual beliefs and other personal matters until they are clear in your own mind. However, there are also times when hiding your deepest truths away from the world will no longer protect you, but actually hold you back from living your divine destiny, shining the lotus light of your own soul and walking your path in the world. This does not mean that you have to make a grand announcement but it does suggest that there is something within you that you could share with another and be more open about in your life more generally, or with your actions. You know, this is about getting really in touch with your deep truth and allowing it to manifest and be expressed in the outer experience. Your deep truth, what you want to manifest for your own happiness, is really all that matters. And so whatever it is that is leaving your life, Aqua, or whatever you're witnessing, whatever transformation you're going through, you're rising out of the mud. You're succeeding after a very deep lesson. Whatever is being lost, I don't doubt, is coming back into your experience. I don't know how or in what vessel or form it's going to come back into your experience, or when. But there's a reason behind the loss. So don't fret. Trust, Spirit. Trust that whatever it takes, it's replacing it with better. Because the divine wouldn't do you dirty like that. It really wouldn't. It's got something beautiful in store. With that said, if you want any more from me, Aqua, my information's in the description. Divine Rebel Racey is signing out. So until next time, guys, love each other. And most importantly, love yourselves. Take care, guys.